Let's do some multiplying positive and negative fractions. When we multiply fractions, we multiply them straight across. We multiply our numerators together and our denominators together. Then, if they're the same sign, the answer is positive. If they're different signs, the answer is negative. First off, I see that these are both positive. Sorry, these are both negative. They're the same sign, so my answer has to be positive. When I multiply straight across, act like that's a multiplication symbol, times negative 9 over 7. 1 times 9 is 9, and 6 times 7 is 42. So the answer would be 9 over 42, but I have to divide the top and the bottom by 3 to reduce. 3 can go into 9 3 times, and 3 can go into 42. Let's see, 42 divided by 3. 3 can go into 2 one time. Sorry, 3 can go into 4 one time. Excuse me for saying a bunch of random foolishness. 4 minus 3 gives me 1. I bring down my 2. 3 can go into 12 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 minus 12 is nothing. So my answer would be 3 over 14. I am the type of person that likes to reduce ahead of time because I don't like dealing with big numbers. See how originally I had a 1 over 6 and I had the 9 over 7? I like to cross reduce. If I look at my 6 and my 9, I notice I can divide both of those by 3 because those are both multiples of 3. 6 divided by 3 would give me a 2. 9 divided by 3 would give me a 3. I can't divide 7 and 1 by anything besides 1, so now I can multiply straight across. 1 times 3 gets me 3. 2 times 7 gets me 14. Either way works, but regardless, my answer is 3/14. On the next question, 6/7 times 5/8. Those are the same sign, so I know my answer is going to be positive. I'm going to do some of that reducing ahead so that I don't have to end up with such big numbers later on. Okay, I'm going to cross reduce. With my 5 and my 7, I can't divide those by anything. But with my 6 and my 8, I can divide both of those by 2. 6 divided by 2 would give me a 3, and 8 divided by 2 would give me a 4. Now I can multiply straight across. 3 times 5 gives me 15, and 7 times 4 gives me a 28. If I would have just multiplied straight across without reducing ahead of time, I would have did 5 times 6. I would have gotten 30, and 7 times 8 is 56. I would have then had to divide the top and the bottom by 2, and I would have still ended up with 15 over 28. Just like that. Remember, they're the same sign, so my answer has to be positive. On this one, they are different signs. My 8/3 is negative and my 1/4 is positive. So I know that my answer has to be negative because they're different signs. I want to reduce ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and write my 8/3 times 1/4. I'm just going to leave that negative sign there, not even write it because I already know the sign of my answer. When I cross reduce here, look at my 8 and my 4. Those are both multiples of 4, so I can divide both of them by 4. 8 divided by 4 gets me 2, and 4 divided by 4 gets me 1. Now I can multiply straight across. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So 2/3. And it is a negative 2/3 because they are different signs. These are different signs, so I automatically know my answer is going to have to be negative. If you didn't know how to reduce ahead of time, you would just multiply straight across. 2 times 6 is 12, and 9 times 5 is 45. I want to divide the top and the bottom by 3. 12 divided by 3 would give me a 4, and 45 divided by 3 would give me a 15. So my answer would be 4 over 15. Can't forget the negative because they're different signs. If you're like me and you like to reduce ahead of time, that's okay too. I look at my 2 and my 5. I can't reduce those. There's nothing I can divide 2 and 5 by besides 1. But with my 6 and my 9, those are both multiples of 3. So I can divide 6 by 3 and get 2. I can divide 9 by 3 and get 3. So now I have 2 times 2, which is 4, and 3 times 5, which is 15. Remember, they're different signs, so my answer has to be negative. Just like that.